Paulo Coelho de Souza is an astounding writer and is well known for his books like The Alchemist. His characters can be often seen on spiritually motivated journeys. This guy and his books are like a blessing to the world. His books always have deep meanings and each line carries so much more than it looks like. I am a Paulo Coelho fan after I read The Alchemist. I did not go to the book, but it's more like the book came to me. I was at a bookstore unaware of anybody named Paulo Coelho and the book named The Alchemist, and suddenly, of all the books, my eyes got onto this book while billing other books. For some reason, I just decided to buy the book. The Alchemist changed my life in many ways that I can't explain, and Paulo Coelho quotes have always remained motivating and life-changing for a lot of people I know. So here is the list of all the Paulo Coelho quotes that will change your life, motivate and inspire you. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. This Paulo Coelho quote is from The Alchemist, and it's true that in our lives it's definitely our dreams and the work we do in order to achieve it that makes life interesting. There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. Again, taken from The Alchemist, this quote makes us realize that the one thing that we have in our mind while we work hard towards our dream, and that one thing that makes it impossible for us to achieve, is the fear of failure in us. The day this fear will vanish, of that day we will succeed. The more violent the storm, the quicker it passes. The more difficult the situation will be, the quicker it will pass, is what Paulo wants to tell us through this quote. Everybody has a creative potential, and from the moment you can express this creative potential, you can start changing the world. Everybody does have a creative potential. Some people are aware of it and some people are not. But from the day you become aware of it and make it in use, you can change the world in ways you want to. Be brave. Take risks. Nothing can substitute experience. Nothing can really substitute experience, because your experiences are what teach you even if you make a mistake during the journey. It's important too, because it will help you to realize and not commit it again. When you are enthusiastic about what you do, you feel this positive energy. It's very simple. It's so true that when you love the work you are doing, you feel positivity while doing it, and even when you think about it. So always do what you like and keep the positive vibe always in you. The secret of life, though, is to fall 7 times and to get up 8 times. This Paulo Coelho quote has touched me deeply. After a series of failures, we end what we were trying, never realizing that maybe the one more time we try, we actually achieve what we were trying to. Don't give in to your fears. If you do, you won't be able to talk to your heart. Never give in to your fears, because when you do, you will never be able to achieve what you really want just because of the fear. Once the fear gets into your head, it will make it difficult for you to enjoy the things you like. And most importantly, it will affect your ability of risk-taking. You will never be able to take a risk when you give in to your fears. The world is changed by your example, not by your opinion. Your opinion can never change the world. As you must have heard that action speaks louder than words. It is always going to be your actions and the examples you set that is going to change the world. So do good, set an example for others, and change the world. It's what you do in the present that will redeem the past and thereby change the future. Indeed, this Paulo Coelho quote is so true. All you do in your past will redeem your past and completely change your future. Whatever you do today can change your past and will redeem all the hard work you have done in your future. It is always important to know when something has reached its end. Closing circles, shutting doors, finishing chapters. It doesn't matter what we call it. What matters is to leave in the past those moments in life that are over. One should always know that when something gets over, it happens for a reason, and going back to that will bring you nothing but loss. One should always learn to move on in life and leave the past behind. You can always learn from the past, but never go back to it. People are afraid to pursue their most important dreams because they feel that they don't deserve them, or that they'll be unable to achieve them. Sometimes people feel that they are not meant for their dreams, or that they won't be able to achieve them. But how can you say things even before trying them? So never stop trying or underestimating yourself, because you can do wonders if you work hard for that. All battles in life serve to teach us something. even the battles we lose. This Paulo Coelho's quote says that every difficult situation in our life teaches us something. No matter if we overcome the situation easily or not, we always get a learning. Stop thinking all the time that you're in the way, that you're bothering the person next to you. If people don't like it, they can complain. And if they don't have the courage to complain, that's their problem. We always tend to care about what people will be thinking of, or if they are getting bothered by our actions. But what actually should happen is that we should stop caring about others, because if they have a problem, they will complain. We should do what we are doing in our way and not care about others, because whatever we are doing it for ourselves. Timidity puts obstacles in your path. Boldness eliminates them. When you feel inferior to yourself, you already put an obstacle by making this wall of inferiority in your mind. Boldness, on the other hand, gives you the power to overcome all the obstacles on your way. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better, too. This Paulo Coelho quote is as simple as its meaning is. When you strive to become a better version of yourself, everything in your surroundings becomes better, too. Why do we have to listen to our hearts? The boy asked. Because wherever your heart is, that is where you will find your treasure. When we listen to our heart, we get to know what we actually want, and that becomes the ultimate treasure of our life. And ultimately, we thrive to make that come true. Someday, maybe, and if are very dangerous words that must be avoided. Someday, maybe, and if are highly dangerous words and should be replaced with why not now, or today, or why not yes. Why delay things when you can do it now? Or why think of a maybe when you should believe in yourself and do it? Or even why think of if when you should have full faith in yourself and work forward towards your goal? Go for the impossible. I always tried to find my own limits. So far I did not find them, so my universe is in constant expansion. Paulo Coelho says that one should always go for something that one finds impossible for oneself to do, because that will help that person in finding his limits. When someone gets to know his or her limits, the person becomes capable of doing everything that comes in his or her way. Sometimes we are so attached to our way of life that we turn down wonderful opportunities simply because don't know what to do with it. We get so used to our life that we never try something out of the box or something interesting, and that makes us miss a lot of fabulous opportunities. We could have simply experienced these but couldn't, because we thought whatever we have now is enough. So we don't strive to do more. There is only one way to learn. It's through action. Everything you need to know you have learned through your journey. Paulo Coelho's quotes can never stop motivating us. Every time we read any of his quotes, it gives us a lot of positivity and encouragement. Here, he speaks about his experiences and says that the only way one can learn is through his experiences. Freedom is not the absence of commitments, but the ability to choose and commit myself to what is best for me. People often have a misconception of the definition of freedom. Well, no worry, this Paulo Coelho defines it. Freedom comes with a lot of responsibilities too. It's not being totally free, but is choosing what is right and wrong for themselves, and also being committed to themselves at the same time. You have two choices: to control your mind or to let your mind control you. We always can either control our mind, our thoughts and our emotions, or let our mind control us. If we go for the first option, then things will be in our hands always, but if we go for the second option, then nothing will remain the same. You must always know what it is that you want. One should always know what he wants in life, because if he does not, then he will be a slave to other ideas. He won't ever come to know what he really wants and is good at. When one knows what he wants, things become easy for him in life, and then he can work towards his goal. If you think adventure is dangerous, try routine. It is lethal. This Paulo Coelho quote just wants to explain how people are afraid of trying out adventure, never realizing how lethal routine can be. When we do just one thing and make a routine out of it, it becomes more dangerous for us than adventure. because we are working for that one same goal each day and are not trying anything new. Miracles only happen if you believe in miracles. Miracles only happen when you believe in them, and so do our dreams and goals. They will only come true when we believe in them. Live truly and forgive quickly. Living truly is very important, but forgiving quickly is most important, as once you forgive, you stop bothering about what the other person did to you, and you move on in your life. It makes it easier for you to live tension-free. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. When you say goodbye to the things in your past and move on, life gives you new and better things. Sometimes when you decide on leaving toxic people in your life, it blesses you with new and good people. I don't live in either my past or my future. I'm interested only in the present. If you can concentrate always on the present, you'll be a happy man. Life will be a party for you, a grand festival, because life is the moment we're living now. One should always live in the present because it is the small moments in the present that makes a man happy. Regretting over the past or stressing over the future will get you no good, but working on the present and living the present truly will. Happiness is something that multiplies when it is divided. When we share our happiness, it always increases. It never becomes less as you share it. It will multiply more, and that is the beauty of happiness. It always keeps on multiplying when shared with others. If it's still in your mind, it is still in your heart. Sometimes you let go of things, but they still remain in your head. That is because they are still in your heart and you want to accomplish them. So don't let go of them and do it no matter what. People never learn anything by being told. They have to find out for themselves. This Paulo Coelho quote just gives us so much knowledge in one sentence. The real learning we get is through our experiences and not by someone telling us what to do. Just like learning how to drive a car, you can get theoretical knowledge through reading about it or by people telling you about it. But until and unless you drive it yourself, you can't learn how to drive. You are what you believe yourself to be. You are truly what you believe you are. If you believe yourself to be strong and talented, you will be that. And if you believe yourself to be small and powerless, then you will be possessing yourself weak. So, this Paulo Coelho quote is dedicated to willpower. One day you will wake up and there won't be any more time to do the things you've always wanted. Do it now. It's now or never. All we have is now, and one day will definitely come when it would be too late for us to do what we wanted to, and did not because of our own fear. So stop thinking much and just do what you want to and achieve all that you deserve and desire. Haters are confused admirers who can't understand why everybody else likes you. Whatever you do in life, one person will always not like it, not because they think you are doing wrong, but because they are jealous of you. So even if people give you hatred, always take it positively. And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. This Paulo Coelho quote is very true, because when you put in all your hard work and work day and night to achieve it, the entire universe will conspire in helping you to achieve it. So don't think you are alone and all the hard work is leading you to nowhere. Nothing in the world is ever completely wrong. Even a stopped clock is right twice a day. Nothing in this world can be completely wrong. Even if you make one wrong decision, then don't worry. It will also be right for you on some unknown path. So don't just stop there thinking you made a wrong decision. Just like a non-working clock, even though it is not working, it is correct twice a day. We can never judge the lives of others because each person knows only their own pain and renunciation. It's one thing to feel that you are on the right path, but it's another to think that yours is the only path. One should never judge others and their decisions because we don't know why they took that, nor do we know their pain and renunciation. You might be on the right path according to yourself, but yours is not the only path. Others can have their own paths which are right for them, and you are no one to judge them. Never explain. Your friends won't need it, and haters will continue to hate. You do not have to explain your actions to everyone because your friends don't need them and your enemies won't understand them. You know what is best for you and you are aware of what you are doing. People who hate you will continue hating you without any reason. Your justification won't change their perspective of you. So it's better you do what you want to and let them do what they want. I can choose either to be a victim of the world or an adventurer in search of treasure. It's all a question of how I view my life. One can either just live his or her life the way it is or become an adventurer and search for his or her own treasure. Living life the same way every day will make a person a victim of the world. And adventurers are not victims. They search for their treasure and find it. So, this Paulo Coelho suggests everyone to find or make their own paths. We always know which is the best road to follow, but we follow only the road that we have become accustomed to. We all know which road is the best suited for us, but because we get so used to our daily life, we let go of the things we wanted to do for ourselves. We think what we are doing is fine and is sufficient for ourselves, not trying out of our comfort zones. It has been said that there is no such thing as coincidence in this world. Paulo Coelho wants to convey that in life everything that happens to us is because of ourselves, and that there is no such thing as a coincidence. Whatever happens is a result of our actions. We must never stop dreaming. Dreams provide nourishment for the soul, just as a meal does for the body. Dreams give energy and power to the soul to fulfill them. Just like we need food for our bodies, we need dreams and aspirations for our souls that will help us to move forward in life. These dreams give us a reason to wake up every morning and work hard towards achieving those. It's a good idea always to do something relaxing prior to making an important decision in your life. When one has to make an important decision in life, then that person should relax, give the matter a lot of consideration, and then make a decision. One should never make a decision on a go or consider it when he or she is busy and at work. Everybody should always keep in mind this Paulo Coelho quote, or rather advice, while making a decision. When in doubt, just take the next small step. When we are in doubt, rather than taking the bigger step, take a small step instead. It will keep you moving towards your aim and you will not feel that you are not doing anything. When you take a bigger step in doubt, you stake a lot of things with what you have built on your own. When we want something, we have to have a clear purpose in mind for the thing that we want. The only reason for seeking a reward is to know what to do with that reward. This Paulo Coelho quote is as clear as it states that when you want something, you should have a clear picture of that in mind. And when you're seeking a reward, you should know what that reward is for and what you will get with that. One should always have an ulterior motive behind what he is doing and why he is doing it. We always have a tendency to see those things that do not exist and to be blind to the great lessons that are right there before our eyes. We tend to not see the wonderful things in front of us and try to get what does not exist. We must appreciate and look forward to things that are in front of us, grab opportunities that we have, and not wait for things that never existed and never will. Paulo Coelho quotes always speaks practically. No one loses anyone because no one owns anyone. That is the true experience of freedom. Having the most important thing in the world without owning it. No one loses anyone because no one owns anyone, and that is what freedom is like. In freedom, you have the most important thing without owning it. This Paulo Coelho quote concludes just so many things. Optimism is contagious. Optimism is contagious, and that is so true. If you are optimistic, then everything around you will become optimistic too. That is the power of optimism. You transfer it to others and they transfer it further. Only he who gives up is defeated. The person who fails is not defeated. The person who gives up in the way is the person who really is considered as defeated. The one who tries never gets defeated because at least he tried. But the one who gave up is the real loser. So, that concludes the motivating and inspiring list of Paulo Coelho quotes. I hope this collection of quotes will encourage you and alter your life. After reading these quotes, life has never remained an equivalent on behalf of me. and that I hope an equivalent for you. Life always brings something new, and it isn't necessary that something new you get will always be what you wished for. It can be in your favor or even not. Stand strong and undergo these quotes, which will motivate you to maneuver forward in life. These Paulo Coelho quotes will uplift your mood and cause you to forget all of your fears. Do like and share with others to motivate them as well.